Hey, good morning, everyone. So day 40 Hormone Bootcamp, last 3 days. Real quick, so I want to show you something since I'm going to stop right here. This is what I was having last night. It's adaptogens, live probiotics. It's a hard kombucha, but you can see that it basically has all of the same, stuff that I tend to look for in foods and things like that. So this is, you know, kombucha is, it's a really good probiotic drink. And I'm actually going to be, focusing a little bit more on making kombucha. Now, obviously, hard kombucha is a little bit different, but that's basically what I was having yesterday for Thanksgiving. So it was still like probiotics. And that's one thing that I want to share with you today. So yesterday, I did not eat any turkey. I had a big salad, with the quinoa and stuff like that. And so my family's been very supportive, and, they understood it. They had turkey. I didn't. But it was so cool. And then I did have pumpkin pie. Now, here's the thing though. It's okay if you have sweets. Number one, once you reduce your levels of yeast overgrowth, you can, for the most part, like eat a little bit normal. But really the difference really is that, for example, for pumpkin pie, for me, like I like, just about anything pumpkin. So obviously I'm going to have some pumpkin pie, and it's okay. Now, here's the thing. I don't need to eat like an entire pie, right? I can just grab, whatever, a slice or, a few bites, whatever I want to have, and not feel guilty about it, but also know and understand that at the end of the night, I'm going to be drinking more probiotics. And again, like the pumpkin pie, the biggest thing is, like, if you make it from scratch, that's one thing, because you know that it doesn't have food preservatives. That's really what's bad about a lot of the pies out there. And I talk about this, which is funny. I talk about this as a lesson to teach people about brewing pumpkin beers. And one of the first things that I teach people about brewing pumpkin beers is that you cannot use canned pumpkin, and that's because it has food preservatives. Those food preservatives are essentially designed to stop digestion, to keep the pumpkin from fermenting in the can. It's basically what keeps it so that it lasts long sitting on the shelf. The problem with that is that it stops digestion, and yeast, that's basically what they need. They need to be able to digest, right? They make your nutrients, they make your vitamins, your hormones, and everything like that, yeast and bacteria. So if you're eating pumpkin that comes from from a can, and it has those food preservatives like sodium benzoate and things like that, that's going to affect our digestion. That's kind of like what I understand. And that's why, for me, if it's homemade and I know that all of the ingredients are good, it's prepared like in a good, what I call traditional cooking methods, that's basically what makes it so that it's, it's good, and you don't have to like feel guilty about it. And it's just following the same principles. Where is the food source of the things that you are eating? Does the food source have the right amount of water, minerals, pH, temperature, and the right bacteria in the soil? That's basically how I think of my diet. That's Beer Diet Project in a nutshell, which I'm starting to write a lot more on my book. I'm headed over to my uncle's. He lives kind of like out in the middle of nowhere in Southeast Arizona. I don't know if I'm going to have good cell phone reception out there, because I've never tried doing a Facebook Live from down there. So tomorrow, it might be interesting. I may or may not be able to do a Facebook Live, but whether I do or not, I will still do one on Sunday when I'm back here in town. And anywho, I'll be writing more on my book, Beer Diet Project, and I will still be completing this program. Thank you again, everyone who's been watching and following me, and I look forward to hearing more success stories as people start to go through this program. That's my special for Black Friday, by the way. Go through the program. It's free. You just have to go through it. All right. Talk to you later.